is my first match and I've heard that Wigan are pretty good, so I'm really excited to see how they play.
Do you remember me? I used to sit next to you at school.
Sam has been mentoring us for the last few weeks, so I'm just looking forward to seeing him in action.
Seeing him on the pitch is good. It really shows what he's made of, really fast, and shows what a good player he is.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, dancing on a Friday night. Let the music smoke.
Thanks a lot for coming. I know for a lot of you it's your first Super League game, certainly your first live game. So hopefully you'll enjoy it and we'll get a win. So make sure you're all cheering for Wigan, and I might see you all later on.
Monday, rowing, Tuesday, badminton, dancing on a Friday night. Let the music smoke. We keep recording, dancing on a Friday night. Dancing on a dancing floor, dancing on a Friday night. Come on, she moves me to right now. Dancing on a Friday night.
When he scored, he threw the ball to us, but then he dropped it.
Can't help it, can you?
I think coaching him through it. Because threw ball to him when he scored down here, just down there. Threw ball to him, he knocked on.
It's been awesome, we've got really great seats, so, and we're going to do fantastic. My first game, it's been a success.
Sam got hit and then it all just like started arguing and everything. I hope he's okay because all his team, Sam's team is cheering up for him.
Guys, just want to say thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm sure you'll remember more of that game than I did. I can't remember too much at the moment, but I'll see you all back at school.
Let's go check out press conference.
Last Friday night, yeah, we danced on tabletops. Now we took too many shots. Think we kissed but I forgot. Last Friday night, yeah, we mixed our credit cards.
Would you say that was one of Wigan's best games tactically?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, good question. Yeah, we knew we could score tries if we was patient with the ball. I'm very pleased with our patience. We didn't, our completions were very high, our error rate was down, and it was really pleasing win.
Today's been a brilliant day. I've really enjoyed it. The media and a few of the marketing went to a press conference, and we watched how journalists asked the coaches questions.
Wigan coach Sean Wayne treated us with a lot of respect and treated us like professionals, like we were one of the proper journalists, which gave us a lot more confidence to ask him questions.
He didn't look at us like we was like just little children from school. He answered us like we were journalists from media teams.
I asked a question saying whether they thought it was one of Wigan's best games tactically, and when he said it was a good question, I felt really good about myself, that because with other experienced journalists around, and then he pointed out my question was good, I felt quite good about myself. It's been a great day today. I've had a great experience of rugby and can't wait to see what else got in store for the project.
We're quite a way through the project now, and today I had an opportunity to go and speak to Andy Smith, one of the senior teachers here at St Catherine's.
Come in. Hi, Sam. Nice to see you again.
You too. Okay. You too. All it was really, I just wanted to come in and have a quick chat with you on how you think the full project's going. We're a few weeks in now, and we've spent a bit of time with all the pupils. Just wanted to see what effect it's had on them.
Yeah, I mean, the effect's been really good, and I'm not just talking about the students we've got on the programme, but right across the school. There's a real good feel around school, both with staff attaching themselves to the Sky Sports team. So there's a real positive buzz around school regarding the programme. It's good.
When we first came into the school, we explained to all the students that they need to be behaving throughout school, even when we're not here. I just wanted to check how you thought that was going.
Yeah, I mean, that was part, as you said, when we laid down the foundations of the programme, that we needed to see a positive effect. Now, on the whole, it's been really good. Students are on board. It's had a positive effect on the behaviour. There's one or two that we've got issues with that are maybe not, progressing as well as we'd hoped. But nevertheless, when we look at the whole programme, we're really pleased.
Yeah. It's good that on a whole you think the scheme's working and having a positive effect, but it is a little bit of a worry if there's 2 or 3 even that aren't quite living up to standards.
Yeah, I agree with that because, as you said, going back to the beginning, those were our high expectations that you laid down for them. And it is a little bit of a concern that 1 or 2, and it is only 1 or 2, are not reaching those expectations.
Right, well, as it is a sort of a team sport and there's full projects behind the full club mentality, I think we might have to do something about it if not all the students are buying into it the same.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got our full backing on that. I do think it's important, as you've mentioned there, about the teamwork and those high aspirations we set for them, that they actually do live up to those, and we can't afford, particularly building up to the game and everything that's gone into it, we can't afford to have a couple just holding that back. So fine, whatever action you see appropriate, give our 100% backing.
Okay, well thanks for that. Appreciate your time, and we'll make a decision on what we should be doing.
Okay.
All right.
Right, thanks for your time.
Good to see you. Having heard that from Andy Smith, I had to go away and have a think and had a massive decision to make. Thanks for coming, everyone. First of all, have you all got your books, your boots for the lads who'll be waiting to go out training? Everyone's got the pens and books and that. Well, today there's not going to be anything going on. There'll be no training. There's not going to be any training, any of the marketing media. It's all stopped. It's all stopping now. When I first came in and spoke about this project and the scheme, one of the main things I spoke about was how you had to behave when I'm not here. Now it's important that every single one of you tries your hardest in lessons. You're turning up to lessons first of all. You're on time. You're doing your work. You're behaving well. And we've had some reports that not all of you are doing that. Now the vast majority of you are doing that, which is brilliant. But some of you are letting down the club here. And in a rugby club, if one part of the club falls down and doesn't work quite as hard as they want as the rest of the others are, it's going to affect everyone. So that's what's going to happen here. We've decided we're going to have a few weeks off. We're going to have a few weeks off and see if those few people that aren't really responding to the scheme as well as we thought can change their attitudes over the next 2 or 3 weeks. If so, then brilliant. We'll come back in and we'll carry on from where we've left off. If not, in a few weeks' time, we'll have to have a similar chat and decide where to go from there.
Everyone thought it were just basically a joke when he was stopping it. When he said he might be stopping it, I don't think everyone knew we were being serious at first.
I felt right gutted really, because I do enjoy it and it is fun. But then I can understand where it's coming from.
If there's somebody in this room that you see that's not really buying into the full project and you feel are letting the full team down, well, you need to sort of pull them into line a little bit.
What Sam said is really brought us together as a team, because now we'll all look out for each other instead of just thinking about ourselves. So if someone misbehaves in class, we'll just say to them, well, can you sort it out?
I think what we've got here is a great group of people. I think the vast majority were trying hard, but we can't carry on with people not living up to the standards we set in that first week.
It disappointed me when you said all that, because I've been putting a lot of time, effort into it, and my behaviour's improved, but obviously some others aren't, so it's just spoiling it for the rest of the club.
Well, I think that after all this, we'll probably all come back with a positive attitude, because we'll realise that it is for real and that we might not be able to carry on doing it. I'm
begging you to really improve, because I don't want to give up on it either. If over the next few weeks it doesn't improve, then we'll not need to carry on at all.
When he finished his speech and he said everyone can go back to the lessons, and no one moved, they just sat and stared at him. And now he's being serious and everyone's got their head around it. I reckon their improvement in behaviour and attendance will fly up again.
When Sam comes back, if he comes in and says that we're not doing it anymore, then I'll be absolutely good.
Today was a pivotal day for Sam's team. I just wanted to touch base with you and see how things have gone. over the last few weeks, you know, I've had a really big decision to make.
When Sam came to tell us if the ski were continuing, I was really nervous and anxious.
I thought it would be a 50-50 chance that he'd call it off, or 50-50 that he'd put it back on again.